The series you are about to watch is strictly for comedic purposes and should not be taken seriously. These voices are our voices and not the real people. Be warned, this video contains comedy and may potentially make you laugh. So if you are allergic to laughter or comedy, do not continue to watch this video. You have been warned. Sincerely yours, the United States President Joe Biden.
Not for long.
Shut up, Donald! Donald, please let me do the intro again this time.
Hell no, you royally fucked it up last time. No shot I'm going to let you do it this time.
Come on, Donald. I've been practicing. I've gotten really good. Give me a chance to redeem myself.
Damn it, all right, you better not mess it up.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I promise you will not regret this.
Somehow, I think I already did, but okay.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of WWE in Decay 24. In this episode, we got the fourth match for the first round of the WWE in Decay 24 Championship Tournament. In this match, it will be George W. Bush versus Bill Clinton, which is sure to be an incredible match. But wait, there's more. There's a special stipulation for this match. This match will be an ambulance match.
Why, Joe, I gotta give credit where credit is due. You actually did a really good job this time. I mean, you stuttered at the end there, but other than that, all in all, you did amazing. I'm proud of you, son.
Thank you, Daddy Donald. Are you proud of me enough to let me do the intros permanently?
Whoa, there, slow your roll there. You did good, no doubt, but I gotta let others have a turn. But I'll tell you what, I'll let you do it more often, though. I don't know how often, but often nonetheless.
Shit, I'll take it. Thanks, Donald. Seriously.
Yeah. You're welcome, I guess.
Who is ready to watch me beat the hell out of Bill? I know I'm ready for this match. I'm going to ruin him worse than I did New York when I organized the terrorist attack on 9/11. I mean worse than those Muslims organized the attack in New York on 9/11. Sorry for the wrong choice of words. I don't know what came over me. I'm just rambling right.
Easy, you are rambling right now. You are starting to sound like Joe. Are you sure you are not developing dementia too? I'd swear you are because you said you were going to beat me.
I don't have dementia. I'm just low in the head sometimes. I think it's getting worse as I get older.
Well, obviously you are slow in the head. You have been this way for as long as I can remember. During your presidency, people called you retarded and others suggested that you have autism.
Well, autism maybe, I don't know. If I have autism, I've never been tested, but I can get behind that theory, but I am definitely not retarded. That's Joe, not George.
Hey, I'm not retarded. Why would you say that?
Never mind. The match has started. Let's just focus on the match, please.
Oh, wait, is this an ambulance match?
That's why you're retarded, Joe. That's what? You literally just announced that this was an ambulance match during the intro.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Unfucking believable, I swear.
Well, it looks like Bill is looking for a weapon under the ring already. This is about to get interesting real quick. He's not wasting any time.
George gets out of the way. He avoids danger for now.
Yeah, but not for long, and not before receiving the shots from the shovel.
Hey guys, what did I miss?
Not much. The match just started and George got hit with the shovel a few times. That's about it.
It's time for you to pay for all your sins, George, especially for the attack on New York on 9/11. You will regret what you did on that tragic day.
Never. I regret nothing from that fateful day. I did what I had to do to assure myself to win in 2004. And it worked.
If you were really that good of a president, wouldn't you have more trust in the people voting for you? That tells you that you know you were a horrible president and that if you didn't figure out a game plan for winning the election in 2004, then it would be game over for you. So you lack faith in the people voting for you because you knew they would turn against you because of your shit reign as president. So in conclusion, the people are never wrong. Just look at the 2016 election and the 2020 election. And stay tuned for the 2024 election later on this year. It's got to be great. Just like America, make America great again. Like I said, the people are never wrong.
Really? Never.
I mean, unless you're dead or China. And no, you're never wrong.
So I take it you finally got a revelation about the people voting for me.
No, hardly any of the citizens voted for you. Most of the people who supposedly voted for you were dead.
I watched the debate y'all finally had.
You mean the one I repeatedly asked for Joe to be a part of and has declined or refused to answer? Yo, what about it?
Be as it may, surprise that you haven't mentioned that during the debate.
Which one? The fact the majority of his voters came from the dead, or the fact he's dodged having a debate with me any chance he got?
Oh, to be perfectly honest,
To be honest, that debate was bullshit. I mean, as you both kept your composure, and did not act like it's like in the 2020 debate. But still, all you all did was accuse each other of being the worst president in the history of the United States, while praising yourselves as the best president in the United States. Well, let me tell both of you something. Neither one of you have what it takes to run this country, especially Joe.
I don't know why, but I feel like you're secretly aiming towards me, and me alone, meanwhile trying to disguise it as being both of us.
Probably because he is, bro, trying to tell you something serious, and that something being that you really are the worst president we've ever had.
I mean, I know I'm a Democrat, but I got to agree with George. Bill is pretty bad. Now, I won't say he's the worst president ever like Donald did, but Donald is hardly any better.
Bill really said I was better. Granted, he said hardly better, but better nonetheless. Shit, I'll take it. Thank you, Bill.
That's not exactly what I mean, but I'll.
You want to talk about how Joe is delusional, but you are literally taking what Bill said out of context. If anything, he was saying you were just as bad.
You more or less, that is correct.
Fake news, I am guarded.
Yo, whatever you say, man. At least during the debate, I was actually communicating with the audience.
You mean the audience that wasn't there, right? Yo, I saw that shit. Dude really waves at people who aren't even there. Only to wake up and realize that the building was empty.
Actually, if you're talking about when I was making my way to the podium, I was waving at Dana Bash and Jake Tapper.
Bullshit. You're capping, Joe. There was literally on camera not even 10 seconds before people having something to roast about him.
I can't lie. I laughed my ass off when I saw that. No offense, Joe.
What kills me is he had 2 minutes to talk and only me 1 minute. Why not give us both a minute or give us both 2 minutes? Then again, I'm not surprised. It is CNN after all.
What is with you always stuttering and getting your words wrong? I mean, I understand everyone does it from time to time, but with you it's a common occurrence.
You like when he said we have 1,000 trillionaires in America and had to correct himself by saying billionaire in America.
Yeah, I got the billion and trillion confused with one another. I got 1,000 billionaires confused with the amount of kids I sniffed before entering the stage.
What the fuck? How the hell are the pirates okay with this?
Don't worry, Donald. They considered it a covenanted honor. They were crying tears of joy as it was happening.
Bro, more like tears of fear and anxiety, just hoping and praying that it'll be over soon. You're a sick fuck, Joe. And as soon as I am reelected, you will be heavily investigated.
Dude needs mind his own. You have no room to talk about being investigated. Bro's literally not even going to make it to the 2020 election. 2030 election. And excuse me, 2024 election.
Dude, man, really struggling as usual to get his words out. Like, literally, I pray to God, I never end up with dementia like this man here.
You were not kidding. I'd imagine that'd be hell right there.
It's hell enough as it is just listening to him talk with his dementia. I don't see how Jill hasn't shot herself yet.
Probably because she knows that any day now one of them will go anyways. She goes to sleep hoping it's her. After waking up, she hopes he doesn't. And when he does, she's like, damn it.
That was so dark and cruel, Donald, and I don't appreciate that.
And I don't appreciate a rigged election. I also don't appreciate that everything I have approved you disapproved and disabled. He made up a story that I called our beloved USI soldiers, suckers, and losers.
Me. That is so much malarkey. You just can't stomach the fact I am the President of the United States, and not you.
You rigged the election, and everyone is starting to see it. And the fact that you agreed to have a debate with me under the conditions that is convenient for you, and CNN being in charge over airing and controlling the debate just further proves it.
It does sound suspicious, I can't lie. However, it's all done now, it's in the past. There's always later on this year. I think about 3 or 4 months from now. So I wish both of you good luck and a fair 2024 election.
That's facts right there. But check us out on top of the ambulance. This is wild. And I'm going to try to throw George right off of it. And hopefully that'll be enough to lock him in the ambulance.
No way, Bill. The only one who is going to throw the other off the ambulance is me throwing you off, and then I'm going to be the one to lock you inside the ambulance. And then I will advance to round 2 of the WWE 2K20 for championship tournament.
Oh shit, George just threw Bill off the ambulance, and an insult to injury, he jumped off and landed on top of him. I'd say he's got an opportunity to try throwing him inside the ambulance.
No fucking way George just did that. On my days, that was incredible. He may want to take advantage of the opportunity and get him inside the ambulance so he can get the win. This late into the match time is of the essence for sure.
But no, instead he's going to waste time by reaching under the ring for a weapon. If Bill was still down, I'd say maybe it would have been a smart idea. but he got up, so he should have been trying to lock him in the ambulance.
The reason I did that is because I didn't want to waste any more strength getting him in the ambulance if I was not certain I could lock him in, and if you really thought about it, that was a good strategy right there.
It seems to be working in your favor so far. Just don't wait too long, because it could backfire at any time. I would try to get him in as soon as possible to avoid being put in yourself.
Don't listen to him, George. Take all the time you need.
Well, thank you, Bill. I really appreciate your support.
George, he's not supporting you. He just wants you to waste time so that you're likely to eventually make a mistake. And then he can get you in the ambulance instead.
Oh, well, that's not going to happen. I'm going to beat him so I can continue to round 2.
Bill is starting to regain momentum, but hopefully for his sake he can keep the momentum going. He needs to get George in the ambulance in order to win.
That's right, but the question is, will he be able to? That remains to be seen.
If he keeps wasting time, then the answer is no. But another thing that remains to be seen is whether or not Donald Trump will become president again during the 2024 election, or will Joe Biden win the election.
Bill's got this in the bag. Joe will definitely beat Donald Trump in a landslide. Just like I'll beat George in just letting him tire himself out. And when the time is right, I will throw George in the back of the ambulance.
I'm not going to lose. Bill will learn today why I'm the king of terror. And I think Trump will win the 2024 election. Most of the Democrats don't want him in office anymore anyway.
I don't really care. Yes, I am a Democrat, but I have to say I'm in the middle. And I think there's pros and cons to both parties. The best thing you can do is pick your poison at this point. It is what it is.
How can you not care who wins Obama? The decision of who wins this election year will determine the fate of the U.S. and possibly the whole world. Not voting is careless. I encourage everyone to vote. And when you do vote for me,
Voting for you is like voting for your rights to be taken away. That's why I opened the borders so that everyone can enter the United States freely as they wish. The U.S. was founded by immigrants and
opening the border to just anyone is incredibly dangerous because you never know who you're letting in. You let in terrorist prisoners, murder said Lord knows who else, and all while not having a care in the world for our citizens.
Donald is right, Joe. And all for the votes is the real reason, as Donald said earlier. Do you really want people's votes so bad that you're willing to put the citizens' lives in danger just to beat Donald? At what point is too far?
There's no such thing as too far when it comes to beating Donald. I will beat him by any means necessary. And as soon as I get their votes and defeat Trump, they'll all be returned where they came from. I don't intend for them to stay forever.
I knew you had an agenda for letting them come here. Your plan is to use them to rig the election. What is going to happen if and or when your plan fails and they vote for me instead? I bet you didn't think that far ahead.
They're not going to vote for you. If they vote for you, you just deport them back where they came from. So naturally, of course, they will vote for me if they think they'll be able to stay here. But they're not. But they don't know that, Amal.
So you're purposely making them think that if they vote for you, they'll be able to stay here in the United States. You're a hypocrite. At least I'm upfront and honest about my intentions. What you're doing is absolutely criminal, Joe.
You got to do what you got to do to win. It's not called rigging. It's called having a battle plan and a defensive strategy. You as a businessman should know and understand better than anyone about what I am doing.
Well, as a businessman, I can say we do what is necessary, but there is for some a line you do not cross. Yes, some do cross lines you should not cross, but I'm not one of those people. Shame on you for doing what you are doing.
Well, at least I'm not nuking countries left and right like Obama. He's got a happy trigger finger when it comes to his drone strikes on Yemen. He's obsessed with nuking them. I don't think he goes a day without nuking them at least once.
That's true. I do a drone strike on Yemen at least once a day, but I only attack other countries. At least I didn't organize a terrorist attack with Osama bin Laden on our own country like George did on 9/11.
I may have organized a terrorist attack with Osama bin Laden to attack the Twin Towers on 9/11 back in 2001, but what about when Bill cheated on Hillary Clinton with that woman in the 90s?
Though yes, she was a fine-ass woman. I'd do the hanky-panky with her again if it weren't for the trial. But George, how can you even consider comparing what I did with what you did? But since we're all ratting each other out, what about when Donald said he was going to grab that woman by the pussy? He was just about as much as in the wrong as I was, but no one said anything about that, did they?
Nice try there, but that was before my presidency. Everyone else rated each other based on their presidency. You're the only one that rated someone out on something they did from before they were president.
Okay, well, how about when you had men, women, and children locked in cages and sent to concentration camps like Adolf Hitler did during World War II? You want something from your presidency, you got it, do.
Wrong again, Bill. I did not send them to concentration camps. They were illegal immigrants, and all I did was send them back to Mexico where they came from and told them if they want to be here, come here legally.
Okay, let's just focus on the match now. It's a good match right here.
and a DDT by Bill to George. I have a feeling we are nearing the end here. This is a long match, and I feel sorry for the one who has to edit this video here.
Yeah, that would be me, damn it. This is going to take forever.
Well, I guess that comes with the territory of starting a YouTube channel and making content for the viewers to make sure they're entertained.
Yeah, well, how about one of you do the editing every once in a while?
Nah, I'm good. You got this, bro. I believe in you.
I wouldn't know the first thing about editing. Hell, I'd probably mess it up instead of making it good. You may even lose subscribers.
Yeah, I don't want that. Asking you to make a good video is like asking M. Night Shyamalan to make a good movie. It just cannot be done.
Or asking the Cardinals to be a good football team.
Or asking Doom Cooper to get a home run.
Or asking Billy Ray Cyrus to make another hit.
Or asking Kobe Bryant not to die in a plane crash. Oh, I made an oopsie, didn't I?
Or it's like asking Joe not to sniff little girls.
Damn, one time that happened. One bad video gets out, and I swear you're chopped liver. Like PewDiePie when he said the N-word.
Joe, who are you kidding? You sniff every little girl you come in contact with.
Have you seen Joe go for a hair sniff? He takes like a big whiff of it.
More like an inhale. He literally breathes it in like he's losing oxygen. Or like someone with asthma takes a hit off of an inhaler. Shit's creepy as hell.
I couldn't help it. Her hair smelled like chocolate chip ice cream. I couldn't resist.
Joe, you are just creepy as hell. I'm surprised you haven't been assassinated yet.
That's just proof right there that the people love me, but you have no room to talk considering that you are a sex addict. And you were also accused multiple times of raping women, and at least once during your presidency.
You are right. I did have freaky-deaky relations with that girl, but at least I have some morals. I'm not a child predator like you, Joe.
Oh wow, the rapist has morals. Let's all give him the not as evil as he could have been award. Any kids watching this won't get this reference.
You just had to say kids, didn't you? I swear you are like obsessed with kids. I can't wait until I get back in office so I can lock you up for good.
That's if he is not assassinated by them, or a war breaks out. If a war breaks out on an election year, the election stops, and we got to wait until another 4 years. By the way, did you all hear about Russia being 100 miles from Florida's coast? They were allegedly seen training as if they were training and plotting for battle or an attack on the United States.
Yes, I heard about that. What makes it worse is that the borders are open thanks to Joe over here. If they come in this country, our citizens are fucked. This never would have happened if I was still in office.
Actually, if they are 100 miles from Florida's coast, then they'll get an even with the borders being closed. Because Florida had no borders to begin with.
You're right about that. Either way, though, this would not have happened if I was in office. And even if it did, I'd just send them packing. In other words, they'll be ordered to return to Russia. And even if they did attack, I would organize a retaliation attack back on Russia. What is your plan for if Russia attacks the United States, Joe?
Just let them do what they want. Maybe they'll take out enough of your voters to allow me to win the election.
Exactly what I thought. No retaliation and no consequences. And it sounds a little sus that you said they'll hopefully take out enough of my voters for you to win the election. You said that as if you organized it for that purpose.
Guilty as charged.
Honestly, don't know who is more evil, Joe. You or George?
Yeah, I don't know who is more evil between Donald and George either.
He was talking about you and George, dumbass.
How is it even a debate on who is more evil between myself and George? So what, I rigged a few elections. And I'm considered equally as evil as Adolf Hitler or Osama bin Laden.
What? A few elections? What do you mean by a few elections? How many elections have you rigged, Joe? Do you mean to tell me that you rigged Obama's elections too?
No fake news, and you can't prove that I did.
Yes, I can. And one of these days I will. But right now, Bill just threw George in the ambulance.
Yes, after all that time you were Washington paid off on my part.
Kid, I should have listened to everyone when they were telling me to go ahead and put your ass in the ambulance. But instead, I did indeed waste time. That was on me. That was my fault. I'm sorry, America, for letting you down.
And Bill for the win. That's it. Finally, the match ends.
This is a dream come true. Thank you, America, for supporting me and believing in me.
Yes, congratulations, Bill, for your winning this match. Bill Clinton will continue to round 2 of the WWE into K24 Championship Tournament, and he will be facing against Joe Biden.
I can't wait for that match after this one. I feel more confident. and I'm going to use this confidence to defeat Joe.
Just making sure you don't confuse confidence for cockness.
You are right, or I'll try my best to not get carried away when I face Joe.
Well, congratulations, Bill. And thank you for watching this video, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe for more.
And don't forget to hit the notification bell button so that you will be notified when we post a new video. Also, comment down below what you want to see next.